Why does the guitar become difficult at a certain point? Many guitarists ask this question, and maybe you have too. I asked it for years because, like many of you, I wanted to play beautifully and without constantly struggling. So I kept asking myself, how can the guitar be played more easily? If you ask different guitarists, you will hear different answers. Practice more. Work on these studies. Give it time. And for a while, that seems to work. At the beginning, everything feels manageable. You practice simple pieces, exercises, and studies, and you improve. The process continues, and it feels like you are moving forward. Until it doesn't. You reach a point where no matter how much you practice, you cannot seem to progress. So what happened there? Did we reach our limits? It can feel that way, but maybe the problem is something else. At the beginning, everything seemed fine, but there was something missing in the way we were practicing. We simply did not notice it yet. Those missing elements only start to appear when the music becomes more demanding, and that is where things begin to fall apart. Because the real problem is this: we were not really learning how to play the guitar. We were learning how to play those specific pieces. These may sound like the same thing, but they are not. Playing the guitar is a movement-based skill, but in the early stages, we focus on the result, the sound, rather than the movement itself. We try to play the right notes at the right time, and even when we succeed, we do not always know how we did it. What kind of movement created that sound? If we cannot answer that question, learning turns into trial and error. Imagine trying to reach a place without having an address. You may find it once by chance, but can you find it again? Now imagine that the city keeps growing, becoming more complex, just like the music we try to play. Without an address, finding your way becomes harder and harder. And that is exactly what happens in guitar learning. Trial and error works when things are simple, but later on, it starts to fail. So what do we actually need? We need an address. In guitar playing, this means a form of knowledge that allows us to reach the same result again and again, not by chance, but by understanding. A way of knowing how the movement actually happens. Because once you have that, difficulty changes. It does not disappear, but it becomes something you can work with. Because now, you know how to do it. You have the address, and all that remains is to follow it. We'll explore this idea in more detail in the next Guitar Talks.